Today I fucked up by developing strong feelings for a coworker and asking her if she felt the same. So this didn't happen today, but last week is when the fuck up occurred, and I guess the entire thing has been sort of developing over a period of time. This might end up being a somewhat long post, but I'm going to try and keep it as short as I can. Earlier this year our company hired some new people, as companies do, one guy and one girl. I, 33-year-old male, was 32, was put in charge of training the new people, so I did just that. The girl was also 32, so we honestly had lots in common, and it didn't take more than a day or two for us to exchange phone numbers, just to keep talking as friends. We both work from home and live in different states far away from one another, and on top of that she's in a long-term committed happy relationship, just had a child, and is for all intents and purposes off limits, and I know that. We kept texting and texting though, I mean, pretty much literally all day every day, and we're both pretty open books, so there wasn't really any subject that was off limits, so to speak. But she did make it clear that she didn't want things to become flirtatious or no, she didn't want to give the wrong idea. So again, reinforcing the friendship aspect of it, I understood, tried to respect boundaries. I kept telling myself just let it go, it'll never happen, stop trying to imagine this scenario. The thing is though, and I'm not trying to make excuses for myself, but she is my ideal person that I'd love to be with. She's cute, she's funny, her and I jive in almost every way possible. We call each other twins because we are so much alike, and to the point where on more than one occasion one of us has been thinking something and the other one will bring it up out of the blue. It feels like our brains are on the same fucking wavelengths or something. She was one day being sort of hard on herself, thinking she was annoying me and wasn't sure if I actually liked talking to her, or if I just tolerated her, so I sort of spilled the beans and just told her that she was my ideal person, but I tried to keep it somewhat still friendly and told her, but no, I understand that you're in a relationship, I respect that, or at least I'm trying, I don't want to ruin anything you have going on. Here's where my first fuck up is that I also asked her if she were single would I be the type of guy she'd go for? Would I have a chance, and she said yes, and hit me with some flattery that made me feel good. We kept talking and everything went on pretty normal for a few more days, but I could feel my wanting to be with her growing. She was making me feel like I was in high school again, and I should mention too this is all totally my own fault and I acknowledge that. But so over about the next week my mental state went from I'd say being pretty depressed thinking about how much I like her but knowing I couldn't be with her, to then the highs of just talking to her and being friends with her. It was peaks and valleys of joy and sadness. Then last Friday I had an extremely bad day. I was just emotional as shit and all over the place. I cried 3x that day, and I couldn't even really tell anybody why. But it ended up with me explaining to her sort of how I felt, and how I knew it was wrong, but I really didn't know what to do and I just had to say something because I don't know, I felt like I was going to explode. The big fuck up part was I asked her if she was happy with her current relationship, if she had feelings for me, and the second I asked I knew I was being the biggest dick in the world. I was just what the fuck am I doing? Why am I inserting myself here? Why am I trying to break up this happy thing? Why am I doing any of this? Do I just want to hurt myself? WTF is the point. I was going to type to her just NVM don't answer it. I dunno what the fuck I was thinking, and she replied that she honestly didn't know. And I just told her that was fine and apologized multiple times that same day cause I really did feel like a gigantic piece of shit for more than one reason. The fact that we work together, the fact that she's in a committed thing with a person she already loves, the fact that even if she won't admit it I've probably done irreparable damage to our friendship. It's pretty much haunted me since it happened, but we've moved on past the subject as best as we can and everything seems pretty much back to normal. But, she just knows the truth of how I feel and I can't really put that cat back into the bag. Too long did not read. Me being an emotional mess led to me spilling feelings that I have regarding a friend, coworker to her when I really should have just kept my mouth shut. Damn bruv, are you 16? I feel like I'm reading something I woulda wrote back when I was chasing long-distance relationships in AOL chat rooms LMFAO. You need to get grounded in reality. She was never available, and even if she was, your focus as an adult is always better spent on what's actually accessible, in terms of distance and practicality of situation. Simply put, you're investing too much time and energy into this, and you are idealizing this person. It's fantasizing, and it isn't healthy or conducive to forming real relationships. I'm sure this sounds harsh, but you certainly need to hear it. Yikes. You don't socialize a lot outside of work, do you? Just apologize. Stop thinking about her like that and move on. The mistake was letting your mind go down that path. At work no less. Homewreckers don't get happy endings. I'm not surprised somebody like you is single at 32. You deserve all the fallout that's coming your way. I think you should quit before you're fired, but you do you.